Hello and welcome back to Who Ordered Coffee. Today I am joined, as usual, with our amazing Jonathon and Elliot. And who's that in the corner I see over there? I don't know. Do you see? Do you see that stranger?
Who is it?
C'est moi.
The stranger.
It's a stranger. Who is this? Oh my goodness,
God.
Adrian! Where did you come from?
It's Adrian!
Woo! We have our very second guest. I'm very pleased to announce that we have Adrian on the show. Adrian, would you like to say hi and introduce yourself?
Hello. Thank you so much, all of you, for having me here. I'm Adrian, and
You're so welcome.
I'm trying to think of something fun to introduce myself with. I know every single word to every Taylor Swift song. There we go. There, I said it.
And with that,
There we go.
So much fun. It's like that just came to you off the top of your
Absolutely.
head. You had no previous thought about saying that.
To be perfectly
I've never
candid.
heard that fun fact from you
Perfectly
before.
candid. Absolutely amazing.
and with
Perfectly
that I
candid.
award Adrian with his first point. And Elliot, you get a point too, just because of that great comeback. I appreciate that. It speaks to my soul.
I mean,
Thank you.
Adrian, not to put you on the spot, but I mean, can we get a few bars from you?
Oh
Ooh.
my God. Look, I would really, really love to, but unfortunately, because it is 11:07 p.m.
This is true.
in Melbourne, I don't
Yes.
want to wake up any of my potential neighbours. But, you know,
You'd bring the house down.
possibly.
I would pay to go see Adrian sing
Oh my goodness.
every single Taylor Swift song.
Yeah. Yeah. We also might get
I wouldn't go
copyright
see
strike.
Taylor
No,
Swift.
see,
I was
I
going to
wouldn't
see
pay for
Adrian.
I wouldn't pay to see him sing
Yeah.
it. I would go see Adrian
Ooh.
rap every Taylor Swift song.
Ooh.
I think that's the kind of energy that I think Adrian
That's
can
his
bring.
second night show.
I don't think it would be good rapping. Like, I don't think it would be good, but I would enjoy it.
Oh,
Damn.
No, Elliot's right. It wouldn't be good.
how dare you say
But I would
Yeah.
do it with a lot of enthusiasm.
In love enthusiasm. We love it. I absolutely love it.
And that's the point. What is life without enthusiastic performance, no matter how shit it may be?
Iconic. Actually, despite Adrian being our second guest, he's actually our first guest that's not in Perth. So,
This is
ooh,
true.
fancy.
That's right. Yes. You may notice Adrian has not actually done much of a bit of an introduction. So if I may, I want to give Adrian a little bit of a shout out
for it.
and say Adrian is a very talented musician that I've had, and myself and many other people have had the absolute pleasure to be able to collaborate and work with. Just a brilliant violinist, and just an absolute joy to have you on the show. So there you go, a little shout out.
Oh, thank you so much.
I want to do a shout out and say we still miss you.
How wholesome.
Oh, I miss you guys too.
It's just so quiet and lonely at Whopper, and because it's like, oh,
This
no
is
Adrian.
true.
Oh,
But I know you're.
not me being chaotic and like falling down the stairs into the lower foyer, as is
Oh
my
my
brand.
goodness. I have also fallen down those stairs. Only a little bit though. I think those stairs are out to
Oh my goodness.
get some of us. Yeah, I don't trust them. They look
Yeah,
really
definitely,
suspicious, you know? Like, what are you doing? Trying to be taller than me?
Suspicious chest.
How
Suspicious.
They've all just got like sus moustaches.
sus stairs.
Shifty eyes on those stairs.
So,
Amazing.
things to mention. Jonathon, did you want to do the shout out of the day?
Shout out of the
Who are
day.
we shouting out?
Yes.
Who are we shouting out?
Yes. Okay. So in the most recent episode that's gone up, so as of the recording of this, we've put up episode 5, and we have a comment on the YouTube. So if you didn't already know, people listening, we have a YouTube channel as well, so you can follow us there if that is more your cup of coffee. But we have a comment from
Nice.
yes. Hello.
Jonathon, you get a point.
Yeah. There we go. Yes, but we have a comment. We have a comment there from, I believe it's Tane, good friend Tane. So hello, Tane. And
Hello.
he's left a comment that's just asking Hanae in response to, this is the book that you mentioned in episode 5, and in the episode you couldn't remember what it was called. So he's asking you, are you perhaps thinking of The Last Dragon Chronicles by Chris DeLacy? Can you confirm or deny?
Unfortunately, I have to deny this.
Oh,
I will find this book.
Mm.
It's somewhere hidden in my house, and I will let you know next episode what it is. But thank you for suggesting that
yes.
book. It has. I do know of this book series, but unfortunately, it wasn't the one I couldn't remember.
Yes.
But I will let you know. And if I forget, I'm sorry in advance. Oops.
Yes.
I have a wonderful memory. It totally doesn't betray me in very inconvenient times.
Never.
But yes, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for leaving a comment. Yeah.
Okay, we have a very unusual topic for today. Something that comes to us at night.
Oh, damn. Something that comes to us at night? Damn, Hanae.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
It's Santa.
I knew it! He was real!
It's a Christmas episode.
Let's go.
That's it. Here we go. As much as I love all your answers, unfortunately, the topic is dream. Ooh. So, we all have them.
Yes,
A lot of them, some can be good. I'm assuming. I don't know you.
I
How
hope that
dare you?
you don't know me. I would hope out of everyone that you would know me, Hanae, but fine.
I do know you. We share that quarter of a
one
brain cell.
It's reduced.
Yeah, the one that got us through the last year at uni.
Nothing got me through that year. I don't think I actually survived that year.
Did anyone? That is the
you're
question. But
you're on a quantum immortality. It's a quantum immortality situation. You never survived, but your brain willed itself. Yeah, you're just living out an alternate universe.
I'm living out my life as a zombie
my goodness.
now. Just kind of got through.
The zombie that has style.
Of course. Is there any other kind of zombie?
Yeah, there's some that don't really have a style, I think. They kind of just I'll just throw on this. I wore it a whole week, but it's fine. No one noticed.
Oh, so it's you.
Anyway.
Okay, going on. Dreams. We all have them, I'm assuming. Most of the time, we don't remember them, so we're just dreams? Excuse me, I don't have them. According to science, we do. So, I guess they know what they're talking about, because they have a degree or whatever. So, I'll start us off with a fun fact.
Please.
Not everyone dreams in colour.
Wow.
Oh.
Really?
Apparently. I only found this out. And my question is
I have a question on that. And you.
Yes?
No, I have a question for you.
Yes, that's
and
okay.
you might not know the answer.
That is most likely true.
The people who don't dream in colour, are they the same people who are colourblind?
I will look this up for you. Because
that is an
interesting
additional question.
Oh my goodness, this isn't school, guys. But yes, please.
You're the one who brought up
that was horrible.
Please.
Are the people who don't dream in colour the same people who can't visualise, they can't conjure up an image in their imagination? Like if you say picture an apple, they can't.
No, I'll disagree because I can't do that.
Oh.
Okay, but you dream in colour.
But I dream in colour, so...
Stunning.
There was another fact I saw while doing my very scientific research that blind people, in fact, dream. So it depends on the blindness because there is also different scales of blindness.
Is that true? Yeah.
Apparently they also dream, so I guess they can dream shapes.
Okay.
I'm very scientific. I definitely have a degree on my wall that says science.
You're real...
Yeah.
People who don't dream in colour,
Science
are they
degree,
colourblind? Let's see.
Colourblind.
What does the Google say? Although researchers previously believed that dreams were only black and white, they now know that dreams are colourful. Depends on when they became colourblind.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. The more fun facts that you know.
Well,
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of research.
Is
I'm
it
going to get out of this
two fun
research hole.
Yeah.
I know, two fun
for the night.
facts. How? I have a few more,
generous.
but I wasn't going to start with two. I'm dishing them out. I think I deserve a point, actually, for these fun facts. I'm going to give myself one.
I think you do, frankly, personally.
Thank you. I agree with that, and I'm giving you a point for agreeing with me.
Absolutely.
Oh,
This is definitely a not a rigged
Very-
point system at all.
yeah,
It's
very
very scientific how I delve these out. Okay, so the first question of the night. Well, semi-question.
yes, hit us.
Our dreams apparently have reoccurring themes. What are some recurring dreams or themes that you have? And do they still haunt you to this day?
Ooh.
Bum, bum, bum. Scary.
Who would you like to answer first?
If Adrian doesn't mind being put on the spot, I'd love our guest
Yes.
to share his thoughts. If you
Of
don't
course.
mind. And if you don't want to go first, just let me know.
No, I am more than happy to go first.
Adrian being ready, he gets a point.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm also really competitive, so I hope I win the points for this
Well, if you
episode.
win, you have to come back and
host.
host.
Adrian has to come back and host the next episode.
Yeah, Adrian, just so you know, if you do win, you have to host the next week's episode. So just know what you're signing up for.
But
you'll
you know
be great
what?
at it.
I am completely fine with that.
This is Adrian's way of just slowly sneaking his way into the podcast. He's actually,
This
I'm
is
just going to
true.
continuously be there, and then I'll just continuously win, and I'll just host it forever.
That's the plan. Let me just start by saying that if I do win and I have to host next week, it will be me rapping Taylor Swift as per Elliot's request.
This is gonna be amazing.
Hey, Hanae, can I give all my points to Adrian? Is that something that's possible?
Yeah, go on. You want it now or later?
Later. I'll
Okay.
save it.
Goodness.
Oh my god.
Save
Oh my
you.
goodness.
You have a card, Elliot. I'm giving you a card of give my points to Adrian. You can play it at any time of this podcast. when you see fit.
Perfect, thank you.
That is so exciting.
Jonathan, you don't get this. Unless you really, really want one.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Adrian, when you're ready, take it away.
Okay, so in terms of recurring dream themes, there is one dream that I do have, not often, but it's been like frequent enough over the years that I have thought, is this a red flag? I don't know. It's
Wait, that's going to be a title.
I can't like really describe the context of what's happening, but for some reason gravity is weird and I'm trying to run or walk, but for some reason no matter what I do with my feet, I just cannot generate momentum and move forward. So it's like I'm moving, but it's like I can't move. And then another really weird similar sort, it's not a very positive dream, but like another sort of similar kind of dream I've had is where I can't open my mouth and I'm like, it's like I can breathe.
But you must scream.
It's like, it's not even that I need to scream. It's just, it feels like I've just eaten too much bread and I just need to like open my mouth a bit. And I can't.
And you just can't.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
So weird.
That is
Wow.
very interesting because I also have that dream
Gravity
where you
one.
can't
That one,
move
yeah.
properly. And I'm trying to run away
Yeah.
from something. And my leg's like, no, you've forgotten that you can't move anymore. But you can move, but
Oh,
not
damn.
great. Actually, I want to take a little segue to my answer, if that's okay. There's this one dream I actually remember where I was attempting to run away. My legs, not working because apparently they don't work. And I decided my best option was to fly away. I flapped my arms
Oh, wow.
Nice.
up and down and I
Nice.
took off and flew away. I was like, how?
What a mood.
I was in my dream wondering how on earth it was working. And I was like, I'm so confused.
That's so elegant.
And then I woke up.
I've had a similar dream to that, except instead of flapping my arms, I am riding a broom. Like
It's not as bad as
Except-
flapping your arms like a chicken. There's nothing there.
yeah. Except it's like, it's kind of similar to like Adrian was what you were saying about like trying to run and not being able to like, just gravity being weird. So I'm trying to ride this broom. It is taking off, but it keeps like falling down. And I just like can't escape on this broom because it won't fly
Oh
properly.
my goodness.
That is so sad.
Is the broom have anything to do with your love of cleaning, mopping floors?
Oh my gosh.
Because dreams, they are conscious or subconscious from stuff that happens sometimes.
Maybe.
And because the audience doesn't know this, we have some fun facts about Adrian Jonathon that we found out the other day. Would you guys like to share what that was?
Well, actually, if you check on the Instagram, hopefully by the time this episode has gone up, we will have put up this bio introducing our esteemed guest,
Oh, that's
Adrian.
right.
But Adrian, yes, what is this fun fact?
The fun fact is that I love mopping. I love mopping a good floor. I recently moved into an apartment last year with wooden floors, which are just a dream to mop. And yeah, it just gives me so much joy. It's like a mindfulness activity for me.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my goodness.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's probably a little strange, but there we go.
I wish I had that energy.
You too can have the mopping energy.
I
How?
really
With
can't.
these free simple steps. Hey, Adrian, 99.99 per month, and he will give you nothing.
Use code Adrian at checkout for 20% off. That's
Iconic.
not.
Elliot, do you have a
Hi.
answer? Hi. How are you?
What was the question again? Which was it? Was it about the one that about
Recurring
mopping?
dreams.
About my weird hatred of mopping or the reoccurring dreams?
Oh, do you have a hatred of mopping that you would like to share with the class?
I do have a hatred of mopping. I must admit.
Okay. I
It
want
is
to
my,
hear this.
my fatal flaw. Look, I work jobs. That is part of life. Being employed.
This
That
is true.
joy. And if you have ever had to mop a diner floor, you will never like to mop again. The weird shit that you find in hospo jobs where people just leave random crap on the floor all the time. No thank you. No thank you. Cleaning floors, no thank you.
That's a valid reason.
So yeah, that's my hatred of mopping. Could not, would not. And then there's just like the fact that if I did it for myself, I would also be the person leaving random shit on the floor and being like, why is there like a bowling ball in my kitchen? I don't own a bowling ball, but I could imagine it happening. Just the amount of random shit I leave lying around. So that's my hatred of mopping and cleaning floors specifically.
I thought you gave a very valid point, so I gave you a point for your valid point.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
Elliot.
Yeah, hi,
That
I'm
was-
still going. Am
Oh,
I?
yeah. So,
recurring dream?
Back to the question. Reoccurring themes or dreams. Do you have any that you've noticed? They're like,
Themes
hey,
and
what are you-
dreams.
What are you doing back?
Yes. Okay, I have recurring dreams, but I have one recurring theme that happens in different dreams occasionally, which I think is actually very rude and kind of fucked up, which is I'll be sleeping and then I'll dream that I wake up, but it's still a dream. And then I'll wake up in the dream, but I'll actually still be in the dream. And it gets so deep where I just keep waking up in the dream and doing the same thing. And half the time, like after you've done it like 3 times, you're like, oh no, this is definitely the time that I'm really awake. And then like there's a lion outside your window and you're like, this is definitely not the time that I'm really awake. But everything feels like it's awake. And then you actually wake up and you're like,
Yes.
oh shit, that was all a dream. And it's just the craziest thing to have like so many layers of waking up before you wake up in the morning. And it happens way too
That's a
often.
lot.
That is
It's a lot.
so distressing.
Yeah.
It is so distressing. It happens quite often. And I'm just like, this is unfair.
Yes,
This is unfair.
this is
Why can't I
relatable.
have like the cool not being able to
that
run
happens.
dream?
I've had-
God damn.
I'll give that to you next time. I'll send it over on a USB.
Oh gosh.
That sucks though, because I've experienced that, but not multiple times in one dream. Like it'll only happen like once. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
no.
will wake up in my dream, and then after that, I will actually wake up. So I've only had to experience that, but like multiple times.
Yeah, I've lived the same day 5 times in a dream, like Groundhog Day style.
Elliot, you're still asleep.
Maybe this podcast.
This is
a
all
dream.
still a dream.
Don't say this is also a dream. No, thank you. We're not going there. I'll wake up tomorrow morning and be like,
Elliot,
did
wake
we
up.
actually record this? Like, oh my gosh. My mental state cannot take it. I'm on thin ice, y'all.
Oh no. I do have a dream I'd like to share.
Go for it.
Please.
Share your.
The one that I prepared for the show
Ooh,
was
that's right. You get a point for preparation.
oh, okay, yeah. Cool.
Imagine
We're just
preparing.
giving out the points today, aren't we, Hanae?
You know what, Adrian? You lose a point for that negative attitude.
Oh no.
But for the gas, I'll give you
Brutal.
back your 1 point. I can take them away,
goodness.
guys, and
Oh
I
my
will.
goodness.
I'm just getting
That
warmed
was-
up.
Oh my goodness,
Crack and
that was wild. That was wild.
Jonathan, continue.
The recurring dream that I have that is not the ones that's already been listed, because I've actually, so far, I've had all the dreams that you guys have mentioned. The one that I
Dreams,
have,
Damn.
Which-
Share the dreams round.
Yeah,
I-
Jonathan, you
oh,
lose a
well,
point.
okay,
for
hold on,
not being so
hold-
greedy.
So
Well, okay,
greedy on
well,
the dreams.
what am I? Let me share my dream, and then you can.
Dream thief.
Left. You still there?
Jonathan has exited the chat.
Anyway, the dream I wanted to share is I have a recurring dream where I'm always freaking out about an exam that I have to take, and it's always the same one. It's always a Chinese exam, and it's always like I did Chinese in high school as like a not second language, but it's like they called it like a heritage course. Anyway, it's I didn't do like great in that, but my
Doubt
point
you
is
probably got like
in-
A pluses anyway. You're like, yeah, I got like
no, no, no,
98%.
no.
I didn't do great in that.
No. No, but the thing is in the exam, in the dream, I'm constantly. It's like not a pleasant dream because it's always like a case of like I realize in the dream I'm going like, okay, I'm checking my schedule or something. I'm like, okay, what's going on? What have I got? I'm back in high school and it's like, oh, you have a Chinese exam and it's today and you haven't studied for it. And I'm just like, oh no, okay, oh my god, what do I have to do? And then it's in the dream. I'm like going through all the sort of mental hoops I have to figure out to like calculate what kind of mark I need to be able to pass this unit so I can literally go to uni. It's like
goodness.
it's just horrifying, you guys, because they're like in the dream I'm going like literally if I don't pass this exam I might not be able to go to uni. And I don't want to do high school again. It's like it goes really crazy. Like that would never have been the case. Even if in the dream I failed that exam, that would not have happened. But as it's happening, you know, sometimes in your dream you can like you almost out of body you can sort of see your thoughts in a weird way. You like I can see what I'm thinking, and it's like it's almost like a third person viewing. As I'm viewing that, I know as like the dream, I'm like that's not the case. But I can also feel the same thoughts that dream me is having, and it's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to go to uni. Oh no. It just happens way.
And you still
Yeah.
have this dream. You still have this dream to this day.
Thankfully, I have not had it in the last few months, but the last time I had it was like late last year, so it still happens.
That is
I'm gonna
chaos.
piggyback,
That's
'cause I have
hilarious.
Exact same situation dream, but in French.
Oh,
Me too, but with
languages.
geography.
Oh,
Elliot,
Yo.
like, you're the only one.
Sorry that I was always 100% sure that I was going to go to uni and I don't have repressed feelings about my high school life. Seems to be you.
Well, mine was never about getting into uni, but for some reason I would always dream that I would fail my year 12 geography exam, and I didn't even do geography in upper school, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I think it stems from the fact that I actually genuinely don't know where any countries are.
Oh my god, me
Oh my goodness, maybe
too.
that should be our game, is like geography quiz.
Name, yeah.
But that'd be
Maybe
horrible.
put an app
Yeah.
in front of me, I'm leaving.
No, I'm
Oh my
sorry.
goodness.
That's fine. I
Well,
forgive you.
mine wasn't like to be scared of getting into uni. It was just scared of failing because I wasn't good at French in the end. But looking on the very
BYO croissant.
sciencey Dr. Google, we have unresolved issues.
Oh my god.
It's not surprising.
Well, it's
yeah,
great to find out.
I am now your therapist. Apparently. No, I'm joking. But
Oh my god.
it's because reoccurring dreams can also reflect more everyday internal conflicts.
Okay, I have a question about this. So,
Yes.
another recurring dream that I have had is that I'm on my way to like music camp or something, which requires going on a plane, and I always get to the plane and realize that my suitcase is empty, and I have to go back and pack it. What's that supposed to mean?
You're probably like really stressed about leaving something trivial behind, like clothes. Because like you would obviously, you know, when you pack a suitcase, you pack clothes, but since you're so stressed, maybe your brain is like, did I pack clothes?
I really admire the confidence of Dream Adrian to like, for some reason, leave
Get
the
all
house
the way
with an
to the
empty suitcase
airport.
and not clock it. Yeah,
then-
exactly. It's like, what have I been doing?
Playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah, truly. Interesting.
Yeah,
I
because
can't wait to ponder my dreams more.
like
Yeah.
I have something similar with that if I don't pack everything. That's why I always like, I'm an overpacker.
Well, so am I.
I'm going away for 3 days and I pack like half my clothes. It's stupid. And I don't wear most of them. So
It's like
I'm
going away
very
for 3 days, time to pack 20 bits of underwear.
Absolutely. Like everything can go wrong. And it never does. But the day you don't do it, that's the day you'll regret
It will go wrong.
Of course, exactly.
This
Actually,
is true.
talking about like some people say that dreams mean nothing, while others say they have values. So dreams may resemble the stress that we see in our lives or send us messages. Do you guys have an opinion on this? Because I feel like it's sending us a
Yeah.
lot of different mixed signals and red flags.
Often I find dreams, not theory, just like this is, I've just
Game
assimilated this
theory.
knowledge from somewhere. I think dreams are, in a way, the brain trying to just make sense of the things that they've experienced during the day, which as I say that, it's like, well, if I have like a super weird dream where it's about me in a place and with, like a monster that I've never seen before, it's like, how does that make any sense? So it may get a bit more metaphorical, but my thinking is that, yeah, often it's manifesting in the best way it can during your sort of sleepy state, an explanation of sorts. So a dream that I keep having, or actually not keep having, but I've had enough times I can remember, is that I'm walking into like this auditorium. This is an auditorium that I've never seen before. I've never visited before. And my interpretation of that is maybe I really want to just like, go see live concerts more or something. And so the subconsciously my brain's like, here's a space you've never seen before. If you go to live concerts more, maybe one day you'll come across this exact one that you're seeing in your dream, maybe.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it could be just, yeah.
In that,
Yes?
do you want to know something really creepy that I've read, but I don't know 100% is true, but is a similar thing?
Yeah.
Every single face in a dream is someone you have met in real life.
I have heard this too, and it weirds
Like-
me out.
It
Really?
fucks with my brain. Yeah, so like everyone that
Why?
you
Wouldn't that-
meet in a dream,
No, I meant like, why
despite
does
if you
it
don't
mess,
know who...
like,
Yeah,
Because it's like,
apparently
that
your
makes
brain
sense.
can't construct a face from scratch.
oh.
Oh, so if you meet, okay. So if you
It's
meet
like
your murderers in your dream, I was just saying, like, why is that a problem?
Okay, now
It's
I'm
like,
creeped out.
if you dream of people you don't know.
Yeah, now
Pulled up the sort of a
I'm
murderer in your
out.
dream, and it's Hanae.
Boo.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, that makes sense though. Yeah, because it will just pull up from information that you know. So your brain
Yeah,
can't
but it's
possibly
like-
see some things that you've never seen before. So what you're saying is, I have seen this.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying is like you
My
would
brain is
you
saying
would
I have
see-
seen this. Or
You've seen this
performance
place.
Yeah.
or you've seen areas of this place. Like, would that translate?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe
Like,
what it's doing is it might just be cobbling together. It's an amalgamation of places I've seen. That's why I can't tell what it is.
Have you guys ever seen someone in your dream that you don't actually recognize?
Oh, I'm
I
sure
feel
I
like
have.
the answer has to be yes.
Yes, multiple times.
Yeah.
100%. All the time.
Well,
Yes.
Elliot's certain.
Oh, yeah. There's so many people that I'm like, who the f*** are you?
What are you doing in my dream?
Literally.
Get out. there's the door. Get out.
But to be fair, I also do that in real life. So
Yeah, Elliot's like, why are you guys still here? Get out of my dream.
it's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
bad. No,
right.
That's
like,
going to be the
to
other alt
extent-
title. Can Elliot wake up?
I met this one chick who I'm doing with a show with now, but we met each other 6 times before I actually was able to be like, oh no, we have met. We had met
gosh.
6 separate times before I'd actually been able to like put the name and face together and be like, no, we definitely have had a conversation before. And she was like, yeah, I've met you like literally 6 times. Like, yes. I was like,
I don't know about you all, but I feel like that's worthy of a point deduction.
You know what?
Ooh.
Adrian, you make a good point.
Adrian,
wanna deduct
I'm going to
one-
give you all
you
my
wanna deduct one
points.
for
What are
me?
you doing?
I don't know. I just know that if someone had
Self-sabotage.
taken.
Adrian's just like, I'm living on this chaos. Let me join.
I think I would just die on the spot if someone had met me 6 times and still couldn't remember me.
See, no, right? I feel so bad. Like, she's a lovely human being and a very sweet person. Every time that we've talked, apparently it's been very good. And like, the past few times that we've talked, I
And Ellie's
remember.
like, I wouldn't know. I wasn't there.
I wouldn't know, I can't
Apparently.
remember. But like the past few times that we've talked since I've been like, no, I do know who you are, have been absolutely lovely. And like, I'm so excited to work with her, like in a professional sense and stuff, because she's an amazing performer and a lovely human being. I'm just like, I feel so awful that I do it all the time. I meet people and I'm just blank. I just can't remember the next time that I meet them. And I don't want to be that person. I want to be the one who people are like, yeah, I remember like I met this one guy once, like cleaning a room for him or something. And he remembered me 10 years later by name and face. And I'm like, I wish that were me. I wish I had that memory, but it just ain't it. It just ain't it. So, like, there's a strong likelihood that there are many people in my dreams that I have met multiple times by name who were probably good friends who I just don't know anymore. And that terrifies me.
Us.
Yeah, it's just
That is
imagine
so
like
funny.
you're just constantly seeing like us, just the 3 of us.
And you're just
in
like,
the
who are you?
Like, who is this guy? Who is this? Who is this dude with glasses? Like, who is this wacko?
What the f is this?
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh.
Okay, I'm going to jump around a little bit
yeah,
because I
so-
want to do segments randomly tonight.
Oh, okay.
I love the energy.
So, guys,
Yeah.
here is the question of the day. What coffee are we drinking?
Oh, we're doing that now. Holy shit. All right. That's very early, but good.
Yeah,
because
we're doing
my
it
coffee is
now.
I'm
almost
jumping
out,
around.
so-
I know.
Mm.
I'm changing it up, keeping it spicy,
Mm.
Keeping it-
keeping it coffee.
Keeping it
Keeping it
sexy.
coffee.
Let's go.
Elliot,
Hi.
how about you go first?
Me. Okay. I am currently
Hi.
drinking.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, what I'm currently drinking is a iced latte that is lukewarm because, once again, I created it quite some time ago. And I also didn't own any ice, and I didn't top up the ice thing. So it's really just like a lukewarm coffee all round, but I'm labeling it as an iced latte because it's in a nice tumbler. It has so much coffee, like instant coffee stuff in it to make the espresso that it was kind of ridiculous. And I got new soy milk. I'm using Bon Soy, which I'm very excited about
Ooh.
because
Ooh.
it actually tastes more like barista coffee than any other soy milk that I've
Oh.
had. So very exciting for me, but also extremely disappointing because I forgot that I don't own ice.
Unfortunate.
I was going to take off a point for the lack of ice, but I'm going to give you that point because you found a cool new soy milk
Thank you. I
Ooh.
appreciate it.
for yourself.
I found it at a nice little vegan cafe and was like, oh,
Fancy.
Ooh.
Adrian, would you like to go next?
Sure. So I am not drinking a coffee because it is
You
now
had one job.
11:39 p.m.
no, you had one
I
job.
know. I'm
One job, Adrian, get out.
I'm sorry.
banned from
I thought about drinking a decaf, but I just, as an Italian, just do not think I can bring myself to do that.
It's not fair.
Respect.
So what I'm drinking instead is a hot chocolate powder that was, hang on, like as in
Just
in,
hot
like,
chocolate powder. You're just
form.
having hot chocolate powder. You're just
Sorry,
shoveling
I
it
got
into your
so
mouth,
excited
letting
to
your
ex-
saliva just like make it
Oh my
moist.
gosh, no.
Yeah.
No.
I got so excited to explain about this hot chocolate powder that I just leapt right into saying it. No, I'm drinking a hot chocolate made from homemade hot chocolate powder by my friend Hannah, who every year makes this really decadent, beautiful hot chocolate powder and donates the proceeds to like a different organization each year. And
Oh,
this year
fantastic.
she donated the proceeds to Transfolk of WA.
Oh, very good.
Oh, bless.
So yeah, I naturally, of course, I bought 3 jars and it's delicious. So I'm
Oh my
having
gosh, I
one
wish
of
that I
those
knew that was a
now.
thing. Genuinely wish I knew
Yeah,
that was a thing.
it's
That's
great.
so
Hannah
cool.
gets 4 points.
Hannah gets a point.
Hannah gets a point.
Hannah gets 4
Yeah,
points.
Hannah gets a
Well
point.
deserved.
She's in the
Hannah.
Can you
lead.
tell Hannah for us?
She gets a point.
She's in the lead.
Yeah, how is Hannah tied with Hanae and Jonathon?
This is incredible.
She should get 2 points, frankly.
little,
Like, honestly.
Oh, so
Okay.
good. That's so good.
2 points.
There we go. Fantastic. I love that.
Congrats, Hannah. You're beating us now.
Yeah.
Wow, we're doing bad.
I feel
I'm gonna have to start
Adrian.
rapping.
Jonathan,
I feel Adrian needs to get a point too, though. That was great.
I was going to,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you guys keep interrupting my point giving. No, it's fine. Adrian, you get a point too.
Thank you so much, Hanae.
Respect for not drinking coffee
Mm.
at this late hour,
Mm.
and respect for not drinking decaf.
Yes, all
Yeah,
the respect. You
that's
should send us
just-
the link to that and we can put it up on our show notes and stuff because that would
Show
be
notes.
awesome to share around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually like a once a year thing, but when she does it again, yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah, no, 100%. Then we
guys
can bring
there.
it up next time because, like, not
Sounds
not
good.
for our listeners, specifically for me.
Yeah,
I'm
our
being
listeners
selfish
don't
and
get any of
using
this.
the podcast as a way to try not be as selfish.
I love that.
It's working. Elliot, you get a point. Jonathan,
Yes. Hello.
you need to redeem yourself.
Mm.
What are you drinking?
Currently, I am not drinking a coffee because I've had 2 coffees already today. Last time I had 2 coffees,
Oh
it
my
did not do well for me mentally. So
Yeah.
it is also now 8:40 at night. So we're doing a night recording. So I was like, no, I cannot have a third coffee because I don't know what will happen to me.
Can I interject
you know-
briefly?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
By all means.
You've just reminded me of my most traumatic coffee-related story ever, which is that
Please share.
I had somehow accidentally, this is on National Music Camp 2019, and I had accidentally pulled my phone out of the charger in my sleep. So it had died overnight and my alarm didn't go off. So I
Oh.
missed breakfast and I had sprinted to the first rehearsal, made it in time, not a problem. Obviously was so tired from the night before that during the break I just quickly downed like 3 cups of instant coffee in like
Mm.
Oh
maybe
my
a
god.
2-minute time frame. And then we have the next sort of section of the schedule for the day, which is just like a violin tutorial. So we all sit in a semicircle, it's really exposed playing, and the coffees kick in all at once, and I am just flying through this rehearsal. Like, I kid you not, my vision was starting to blur. It was the most
Oh, I
elevated
feel
my
it.
heart rate has ever been. And I was just like, I just don't think I can play the violin right now. Like, I'm gonna have to step out of the room.
Adrian becomes the fastest man alive.
feel it. I
I
feel
would not
it in
recommend
myself.
You start perceiving everything in bullet time.
Yeah, they really do say caffeine is a drug, and I thought surely not, and then now I'm
Then that
convinced.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
In a similar fun little terrible coffee decision story, I remember a couple of years ago doing a very similar thing. Mid-show, we had a double show day, and I was dying of exhaustion. It was near the end of our run, and so I decided, hey, you know what's a good idea? Mixing an energy drink with coffee, and then I did. And it was
Oh
like
no.
brewing the coffee with the energy drink, not exactly the best feeling, not exactly the best taste. But you know what? I got through the rest of the show in a very similar fashion of very quickly and very blurrily.
That's powerful energy. I claim that for 2022.
Claimed.
Damn. Yeah. But there you go. So yes, my
So what are you
response
drinking?
is that I am not drinking. I am.
Are you drinking anything?
I am not drinking anything, unfortunately.
Oh,
Wait, so nothing.
I am drinking nothing.
nothing.
Wow.
Yes.
Jonathan?
Yes. By all means,
think you know
take
what that
that point,
means.
good sir.
Yeah.
Take all of it.
I'm
By all
sorry.
means, I have
Like-
resigned myself to not winning this episode, and that is a-okay.
It's not even over yet.
Mm.
Don't give yes. Frankly, a little disappointed you don't even have a glass of water, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
I-
King,
You all
hydration.
good? Hydration. Don't
Gotta
die
lubricate
like
those
little
vocal cords.
Cactus plant.
Mm.
Plant.
Lubricate the vocal cords.
Adrian.
Lubrication.
Hanae, what are you drinking?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Adrian, for casting the question my way. I finished mine.
Oh my
But-
gosh. Am I the only one actually
that's why I was
drinking
like,
coffee?
No, I was drinking coffee throughout this whole recording.
Yeah,
I,
but now you're
finished it
not.
About 5 minutes ago,
Yeah,
and
I
then
haven't
thought,
finished mine yet.
Oh no, I have a mouthful left. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I am currently still drinking. What
Out of the cup.
surprise.
What a shaker.
What a twist of
I know,
events.
what a story. Oh, what a twist. Before this podcast, I was like, I need a nap. Did I have a nap? I went down
You went
to
down.
my room, lay down. I was so close to
Bonk.
laying down that I thought, wait, I need to make that coffee I was going to make. So I made myself the Longno coffee, which is a fancy froth coffee that you kind of...
The fancy one from before COVID, the COVID coffee.
This.
Yeah, the COVID one.
Oh,
The COVID coffee.
The
nice.
COVID coffee. It is delightful, and I love it. And I want to make it for you guys one day.
Please do.
I will
Today,
make you
now.
have it. I have not finished it as the...
Can you mail me one?
I will so sure.
Just put
Yeah,
it,
I'll
Next
mail
one.
it. I will...
tip it into like not even like container to container. Tip it straight into the envelope.
Just an envelope.
Paper envelope.
Yeah.
I was
Ozpost.
actually going to do that, Elliot. Elliot, same brain cell, you get a point.
Thank you.
Because I was actually thinking about the envelope as well.
I also said envelope.
Yeah, but you're not
Adrian,
as cool as I
you get a
am.
point. Ooh. Okay, Adrian,
Oh!
you can get a heart.
I just got viciously
This is spicy.
slandered on this podcast.
I know. What is this? It's great.
This is the energy I have with you two, so I just thought I'd bring it along to Adrian as well. I mean, like, come on here. You
I'm
risk
here
it
for it.
all.
I love it. Keep going.
No, it's good.
I'm going to have a recurring dream about Elliot forgetting my name.
What name?
Yeah, we'll have to like come up.
Taylor Swift, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Goodness. You guys are icons tonight. It's great.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
I'm living.
I know you're loving and laughing too.
Oh my goodness. Live love.
Right. I love this chaotic
Live, love,
energy. I'm very happy. Like this is my happy place. Chaos.
That's so ballsy of you.
Chaos.
Absolute anarchy.
It's fun, anarchy. Okay, I have a fun little question for you guys. Jonathan, you might have to make this answer up.
Oh.
Pets have dreams. What do you think your pet
Mm.
dreams of?
Oh, what a beautiful
And
question.
you can make it up yourself. I know. Because my dog, Minnie, when she dreams, or when she sleeps, sometimes, the very first time we heard this, I was half falling asleep at home, and I woke up to this weird rumble. She's a very small dog, by the way. And I was like, what is this? What am I hearing? It's on a plane. It's not Superman. And then I looked over, and I was like, it was Minnie snoring really loudly. And it was so cute.
Bless.
And I know that you, Adrian, and Elliot have pets.
This is true.
Jonathan,
These are
you
facts.
can make one up.
Hey,
if you
Jonathan,
like.
I'll lend you one of
Or
my
you can
pets.
Yeah,
Oh my
Elliot,
gosh.
give
Please.
tell Jonathan which one you're gonna lend.
Yeah, you can borrow Dot for the episode.
Oh. Wait,
Oh,
then
what an
who's your
honor.
pet?
I have
Yes, I get dog.
I have 2 other cats and a dog.
Which one are you
Oh,
gonna go
thank
with tonight?
Well, I've got
You're gonna
I've got those 3
multiple
options.
stories.
So I'm just giving Jonathan the
Okay,
chance.
we'll come back to you then.
Well, yeah, we'll find out. We'll
Um,
find out.
We won't start with Jonathan first. We gotta think. Adrian, would you like to?
Sure.
What is your dog? Introduce your dog to us. I'm pretty sure you have a dog.
I do, that's correct. So my dog
Okay, good.
is...
I was like, maybe I just assumed this in a dream. What is reality anymore?
My dog is a 3-year-old golden retriever named Luca, and he is a
Aw.
big golden noodle, such a baby, so sweet, so gentle, a little bit timid. He once got really scared because a tablecloth on the clothesline was flapping in the wind and it freaked him out.
Honestly, me
So
too.
he was barking at that. But I
So
think
wholesome.
he sleeps literally all day. But
Same.
it's really sweet because sometimes I'll look over and his tail will just be wagging in his sleep.
Aw.
So I can only
Aw.
presume that he's dreaming of being on the couch because he thinks he's a person. Like when he was really little, he would just hop on the couch and we'd all kind of be like, no, come on, like hop down. But then like he wouldn't, and we'd be like, oh, he's so cute, we'll just let him stay. So now he just like runs the
Of course.
house.
Yes, as it should be.
Obviously.
Yeah, precisely. I'm so bad. My parents still they fail, but they still try to be strict with him occasionally. And I'm just like, give him what he wants. He's such a prince. But yeah, I can only assume that when he's like happy and dreaming, that he's dreaming of just like being on some furniture.
Amazing.
That is.
Yeah,
That is
such a
Amazing.
sweet boy.
I love that answer. He's very cute as well. Whenever I see photos, I get
Mm.
very excited.
Does he get a point?
Yes, of course, Adrian gets. You can get 4 points.
Oh shit!
Wow, thank you
Sharing
very
it with
much.
Damn.
You're welcome. I'm gonna get wild. Who wants to go next?
I'll go
What
next.
about you,
I'll go
Hanae?
next.
Do you want to go?
Oh.
No, Jonathan.
I shall go. I
jump
shall
in?
go
Damn.
next. Okay.
Shut down.
Oh,
Yes.
hey,
All right. So I'm borrowing.
Jonathan, introduce
I'm
us.
borrowing. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna borrow Dot. So now, just a disclaimer. This will be entirely hypothetical.
I'll be judging the
obviously.
entire time.
Unless, of course, you choose to believe that this is real, in which case, good on you. In this hypothetical multiverse where I own the beautiful dog who loves chords, who loves chewing them, I'm going to assume, so given her namesake. Dot.
Correct.
In her dream, she's not moving around and causing a fuss. She's in fact posing for a painting with her owner, who is not Elliot or me, but in this dream, it's George.
Of course,
and
it's
he's
George.
painting Dot. As the cat. And because Dot is getting all the attention from George, she's not moving around and being dissatisfied. Instead, she's living her best life as the center of focus of her owner, George. So there you go. That's what I think.
As she should be, frankly.
That's what I think Dot is dreaming about. There you go. Yeah.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yes,
you want to know what I'm thinking?
Yeah, what?
You get 8 points.
Ooh.
I also agree.
I get 8 points.
The point giving is so chaotic tonight. I'm so here for it.
That's so
I
unexpected.
really enjoyed it because of the heavy referencing.
Yes.
And I want to believe this dream. I believe this dream. It is. I'm sure if we went and asked Dot.
Oh, like, can I give Jonathan an extra point myself? Or can I suggest one?
How many points do you want to give?
Another 2, just for the fact that this does track with my cat always wanting attention and wanting to be. Are you my cat? It could be with this one. Always wanting attention. Always needing that fun. So I agree. I believe possible. It's highly possible. And also, she has been interrupting my painting lately and trying to step on all the paints. So very much so. Accurate.
You should let her.
I don't purely because I don't really want her paws to be covered in acrylic and then go onto the floor that I'll then have to clean. I think we know about the trauma that exists there for me. So
no, but then you just get me to mop the floors for you.
Well, if you're willing to fly over.
Yeah, call Adrian at Adrian000.
Truly. No, I'll be back in the middle of the year. I'll open up my calendar, schedule your appointments for me to come and mop. Like
incredible. I just have to make sure that no rent inspections until you're here.
Yeah.
Wait, is this our first sponsorship /ad? Then?
What?
In the podcast?
My private mopping business.
Yeah, your private mopping business. It's totally
it's very exclusive.
Adrian at checkout.
It's invitation only.
He's gonna get so rich and happy in his break. He's just gonna be living his best life, honestly.
Yeah.
What am I even doing here with Violin? I should just be a freelance mopper.
Freelance mopper. There's many cleaning jobs going at the moment.
Isn't that what musicians kind of turn into? Sorry, that was not
wow.
I'll take my point away from myself. I don't deserve a point. I'm sorry. I had no filter.
I put an alt title in.
No, get rid of the alt title.
Freelance Mopper.
Oh yeah, that's good. To appease the reaction, I took away my point because I deserve that.
What is the current point tally? I've completely lost count.
Oh yes, so at the moment you've got 8. You're on 8. Hannah's on 2. Elliot's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jonathan's on
10.
Yeah, but don't worry, the points will be chaotically changed way before the end.
As they always are.
The show ain't over.
So that's why you can't keep track.
Okay.
Elliot, would you like me to go next? Or would you like to go next?
It's up to you. I'm happy either way, Hanae.
You know what? I might have a little
Jump in.
talk.
Jump in.
So, Minnie, as we call her, not Minuet. She doesn't answer to that anymore. She's completely forgotten that she has an actual full name. She does these cute little kicks now and then in her sleep. Only her back legs, though. Like one at a time. It's very wholesome. And it's not like a running type of kick. It's like kick, 2 minutes later, kick, the other one goes. Sometimes she kicks me. It's really funny. So I like to think that she's dreaming of her true dream of being a martial art kicker.
Oh.
Yes.
Not a fighter, not a martial arts instructor, but only being the best at high kicks with her tiny, tiny little legs.
I
think she definitely succeeds in her dreams and she beats up every opponent. And then afterwards, when she wins, she goes out for to eat chicken and sausage, her favorite meat combination, because she is fussy. You give her like anything else, she's like, "What is this? What did you put in front of me?"
We love a fussy dog.
This is not what I asked for. I love her so much, though. She's very, very cute. That is what I think she's dreaming when she is doing her kicks.
Solid dreams.
Cute.
I love that. Adorable.
Very nice.
Elliot.
Yes.
Have you decided on a...
I have. So I actually am going for my dog as well. We're going to have a 3-to-1 dog-cat split today. So my dog, Johan, he's a lovely cavoodle. Adorable little guy. He actually has quite a few nightmares, unfortunately.
Oh?
Yeah, he's always had nightmares more than dreams. I don't know what the nightmares are about. I'm assuming it's something really petty, like, oh no, I've run out of food. Or like, oh no,
That is very
the cat is
scary.
going to beat me up again. Or just like thinking about like, that 1 hour that he's left at home alone. That's like, I'm like, that's the biggest fear that I
These
can
are all
believe
very
this dog
solid
has.
nightmare material, though.
Mm.
All very solid nightmare material. But yeah, so he'll have little nightmares.
I'm giving you a point for the nightmare material at the moment.
Thank you. He'll like start whining and just like
Yeah.
kicking a little bit and like start breathing real quick and just like not good. And so I just have to wake him up and he'll have like a little freak out and then just like get really clingy and then sleep again like 2 minutes later.
Wow.
That's the story of my dog's sleep schedule. So yeah, he just has a lot of
I
nightmares,
appreciate
which
it.
is a bit of a shame and very sad, but
sad.
that's my dog.
Even though it's very sad that he has nightmares, I'm giving you 3 points for listing potential reasons that seem very real of his nightmare material.
Thank you.
Very sad.
I appreciate it.
Johan, have a cuddle.
I'm like, can I get this dog therapy?
Yeah, like Minnie also has like nightmares as well. She whines and I'm like, you okay? And I wake her up and she's like, what's happening? And I'm like, you are having a nightmare. What do you mean what's happening?
Literally.
To go away from this little bit of a sad moment for Johan, hopefully he won't have a nightmare tonight.
Fingers crossed.
Let's have a game segment.
Oh,
Ew.
sexy.
So, everyone, we're going to be doing 2 today.
Great.
Because I feel like it.
Ooh.
Chaos. I'm very energetic now.
Amazing.
The coffee's kicking
So,
in.
I will not be participating. It is the cocky. We're doing our very first game segment. So, Adrian, since you can't see
Yay.
this, but I know... What?
I said yay.
Oh,
Yay.
sorry. I didn't hear you very well. It's probably the internet. I had to
Redact.
cover it so the other 2 couldn't see it. Redact. Thank you. I was like, what's the word for that? So, you're drawing a villager that you hate.
Oh, I need
Oh.
to take a moment to think of one that I actually don't like.
Yeah, so I'm going to let you think of one.
Hmm.
I'm going to maybe be a bit generous and give you a minute and 20 seconds. And you're all going to draw
Oh.
this at the same time.
Are we allowed to
Okay, yes.
Because I love a bit
have
of
a
chaos
quick look
tonight.
because I cannot, for the life of me, remember any villagers.
Yeah, so this is the rules.
Okay.
Look up your villager right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a bit of time to memorize it. And I don't want you having it out when you're drawing it because that's the more chaos that I enjoy tonight. To seeing how wonderful our memories are. And hopefully they don't appear in our dreams.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna press Google Images. Oh god, I hate him. Okay.
Wait,
I have to remember what my villagers are called.
I hated.
I have to literally go on my
This
game
is
right
the fun
now.
fact about Jonathan. When I visited Jonathan's island, I was like asking him all about his villages. He has not a clue who lives there.
Yeah, I don't
He
play
doesn't know
this.
any of them. It's hilarious.
I don't play
Like,
this game enough to know that information.
Like, you don't interact with any of them. It's hilarious. It's so
Yeah.
funny. You don't know who lives there.
No, I don't. I legitimately don't.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's iconic, honestly.
I actually might have a hard time coming up with a decision on who I hate because I honestly don't know enough about them.
I have decided on my villager, if that helps anyone at all.
Okay.
Hate is a very strong
That
word,
helped me
yes.
incredibly a
but
lot.
it is a villager
this is
who
true.
I
I was gonna
have
say.
feelings about negatively.
Hmm.
And not necessarily for their reasons, for their fault.
While you guys are still looking up, I would like to point out my least. It's not a villager; it's a character.
Oh,
I can't stand the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Neither. It's
Zipper.
creepy.
he's got a zip.
Right?
Yeah, it's the zipper.
It's also the mask. Like those
Oh,
eyes
so creepy.
are kind of like just staring into someone's soul, but it's not quite yours. But it's almost like someone behind you.
Mm,
It's
Yeah.
the players. He's staring into the players.
the
Staring into your
players.
soul, Hanae.
And every time I see him, I kind of want to be like, "Can you catch the plane and leave, or just go away? I don't care. I don't want to deal with you."
Book a ticket with Dodo Airlines and get off my island.
Literally.
Yeah, Wilbur, get rid of him now. Actually, I actually like Wilbur as a character.
He's fun.
He
He's fun.
seems like a fun person that I would want to be friends with. Like, the Easter Bunny was the one that just, like, scarred my memory,
Oh.
and now he's going to haunt my
Yeah, he
dreams.
haunts everyone. And it's almost Easter again, so you know what that means.
It's not even the bunny that's the issue. It's that every time I try to catch a fish and it's just an egg.
It's a fucking egg every single
Yeah,
time.
like, I didn't ask to catch an egg. And also, why aren't the eggs just hanging, like, lying on the ground? That would make a bit more sense.
Much to think about.
Are we ready? I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready. Are y'all
I'm
ready?
ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
have you all picked a character?
I have.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now click off the image.
Yep.
Have you got your pencil
Yep.
and paper in hand?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
We might have to do this later in edit
Yep.
because it might be a lot of chaos if we're all talking.
That's
So
true.
you're going to get a minute. You all got everything?
Yep.
Yep.
No one's panicking over a lost
I'm
pencil
always panicking.
or whatever you're
All good to
using.
go. Panic at the
Okay.
disco.
In 3, 2, 1, start. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I can't stop time. It's up.
Oh my
Please.
god.
All
down
right,
your
there we
pencil.
go.
It's put down.
Okay.
No more editing. And send in your pictures to me.
Yep.
Okay, we're back now from our quick little intermission, or it's seamlessly beautiful. Oh my goodness.
I love this.
Oh my god, tell
Oh
me
my
that's
gosh.
not Raymond.
I can't tell you
we're going to be
lies.
talking through these.
Oh, Elliot, why?
Before you tell us,
I've got a reason.
Actually, let's start with
I've got a
Elliot.
reason.
I want to hear Elliot's. Elliot, tell us who you drew, your reason for selection.
Yep.
And then I'll give out.
Okay. So
Sorry.
mine's a bit controversial, as this character is arguably one of the most beloved of the Animal Crossing, the latest Animal Crossing series. This is Raymond, the local cat boy of the game. And this is the reason that I have chosen Raymond to draw as my least favorite villager. It's not his design or anything to do with the character itself. I think it's fine. But it is the overhype that came with Raymond that caused me so much pain during the startup of the game, where you just all you heard about when you talked about Animal Crossing was the amount of people making fake Raymonds, and the fact that people were trying to sell Raymonds for thousands of dollars because it was original Raymonds. So they were like, I'll sell it to you. And then people were getting freaking scammed by other people because they wanted Raymond on their island. And it just blows my mind that that's even a thing, that there was so many
I didn't know about this.
yeah, it's there's a whole history surrounding this character, and it just causes me so much disappointment and shame in humanity to be y'all were just horny for this cat. Why?
Because he has 2 different coloured eyes.
And he's a cat boy who's an IT
he's
nerd. It's a whole thing. You know, you do you, live your best life, but the next time that I have to see someone having dressed up Raymond in a maid outfit, I think I will throw up. And so that's why he's my choice.
Oh my gosh. No.
I didn't know you had different colored eyes, though. I haven't actually seen this character. I have seen him, but I haven't seen him that much, thankfully. But Elliot, for your solid reasoning, I will give you 2 points. Actually 3. I think he looks pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie. You've got the waistcoat, the tie, the glasses.
Those are 3 things.
He's pretty on point. That's pretty on point. I'm gonna give you 4, even though those 3 things.
Oh, thank
Solid
you.
effort. I appreciate. Okay, jumping up. Let's go to Adrian.
Okay,
Oh
so
my gosh, that face. Sorry.
I
I'm staring at the eyes.
yeah, I realized a moment too late that I accidentally did the eyes a little bit wrong, but that's fine. The one on the right is supposed to be more central.
Who is this?
It's Curlos. I hate Curlos. I hate him with a passion. I happen to hate all of the sheep because I think
Oh my
they're
gosh.
ugly. But on my island, there are only beautiful villages allowed. And that's what happened.
course.
When I first started the save file, I had gotten really lucky with my first 2 villages. Didn't love them, but they weren't awful. And then I found Annabelle. I found, I think, Marina. I got so lucky. I had so many great villages. And then it was like, okay, build a campsite. So I did. What else am I going to do? And then they were like, oh my god, someone's in the campsite. You're going to have to ask them to move to the island. Non-negotiably, part of the game, whatever. So I go into the tent of the campsite and I'm like, I wonder who the next luscious, gorgeous, stunning, beautiful villager is going to come and live on my island. And it was Curlos. And I was like, I'm sorry, he just does not fit the vibe of the rest of my island. And I hate his little sheep
How dare
body.
you? I am in love with Curlos. He looks like a pine cone. There's
He
a beauty
just
in
has
that.
the most hideous colour scheme. I'm sorry. I cannot forgive the browns and the greens and the reds. And
Just swap out his shirt. My guy. Just swap out his shirt. He would be
I
iconic.
don't like that his little horns are like brown and yellow croissants. Like,
Oh, that's the best part.
He just looks unappetizing. Not that
I
I
would
want
not
to
eat
this stuff.
Curlos.
Are you planning on eating Curlos?
Well, I'm sorry. If there was a buffet, I would not be going to Curlos.
That's fair. Can't argue with that statement.
Wow, what a good burn, actually.
He does look like a pine cone, though. That's pretty cute. Now I can see him in a new light. Thank you for your wisdom.
You're so welcome.
The eyes.
His
Rub me
eyes
the
are
wrong way.
yeah.
I have to
it's
ask.
like
Like, why
not
are
a
you looking?
not a thought behind those
Empty, no
eyes.
thoughts.
No, exactly.
There's-
The only thought in Curlos's head is, I do not belong on Adrian's island, and everyone knows it.
Adrian, I have a question for
But
you
me.
in regards to just your choices of Animal Crossing characters, villagers on your island. Are they all snooty personalities?
You would think that, but no.
Oh,
The eyes, honestly, I know it's not accurate, but I like your eyes better than his original ones because they bring me a bit of joy. In a weird way, because I'm giggling at it.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad that my
it's
terrible
great.
art skills can entertain you.
The reasoning, because you said croissant, I'll give you a point. And maybe a point for that solid burn about the buffet taste. The buffet. Oh, the solid burn right there. Not a roast, because if he was a roast, at least someone would want to eat him.
Oh my god!
Thank you. I'm here all night.
Oh, that was so quick.
snaps for that.
Filter's still off, apparently. Now, Jonathan.
Hello.
So I see you have this character named Tammy.
Tammy.
Is Tammy a bear?
Tammy is a bear. That's
Okay, I
right,
just
yeah.
thought I'd clarify because I
Mm.
haven't seen a lot of these.
Yes. Well, if I may.
I'm looking at it. Okay, go for it. I'd love to hear your reasoning.
If I may.
You may.
Like I was saying before, I don't really know my villagers well enough to be able to hate any of them. So I went with Tammy because she's my least favorite. Let's put it that way. Tammy's fine. Tammy's one of my original villagers who came with me at the beginning of the island.
How would you know that?
How would I know that?
Well, you didn't interact with them.
I didn't interact. No, because when you first start the game, there's literally nothing on the island except you and these two other villagers. So I know the two villagers. I've got the hippo Biff and Tammy the bear, and everybody else I don't really know their names. But the original two.
Irrelevant.
The original two that came with me, I'm actually quite attached to them because I'm like, you guys were here when this island was just an island, and now you're here when it's just like a little mini town, city, whatever.
Very
So
sweet.
and anytime they bring up the idea of leaving, I'm like, no, you can't leave me.
No, don't go.
You're here
yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
why
but
did you pick?
but why did I pick as least
what was your
favorite?
reason?
Yeah. Yes. So Tammy has a little bit of an attitude. Like I just don't like some of the
Ooh.
just the way she speaks. Is just kind of sometimes rubs me the wrong way. And she has like a nickname for my character, and she just like calls him Highway for some reason. Yeah, and Tammy is just I haven't played it in a while. I don't remember exactly what she says, but I just remember the attitude. And I was like, I don't really like it. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to kick you off my island because you were on the OG, but you're on thin ice.
Fair enough.
On
Very
thin ice. On thin ice, but that ice is also protected by nostalgia, so probably not thin ice.
So it's kind of
It's thick ice.
Thick
It's
ice.
thick ice, yeah.
Damn.
nostalgic.
It's ice, but everyone
get
else, let's put it this
3
way,
points.
she's standing on ice that's pretty thick, so it's not really at risk of breaking, but everybody else is standing on the land, so, you know.
Everyone else, solid.
Solid.
They're good. There's a very, very, very slim chance.
Very slim, but the possibility exists that ice might give way, and Tammy may not see the light of day.
Yeah.
Jonathan's
Ooh.
gonna murder Tammy.
Animal Crossing Horror Game Edition.
It already is. You got Zipper.
No, we're good. No, but like as I was saying, least favorite. So it's not that I dislike Tammy a lot. It's just like Tammy's just the least favorite. Yeah. Yes. So Hanae, what do you think
fair.
of What do you think of Tammy? What do you
I
think of
reckon
Tammy?
you get 3 solid points and another point for that ice comet because that was
Oh.
pretty cold of you.
Ooh, yes.
Sorry. My bad humor's coming out now. I'm currently logging
It's
into
coming out
Elliot
now.
No such thing.
Because I thought it was like,
No such bad humor.
what?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Elliot,
sure.
Elliot just had a solid burn.
I know. I heard that. It was good. Okay, so we'll leave our game segment for a hot sec. We'll come back to that second one in a minute.
Oh,
or
did
in
you
a
not?
little
You
bit.
didn't review my Tammy.
I did not. I'm sorry. I thought I did. I did in my mind, actually.
In
And then I
your
forgot
heart.
to say it out loud. In my heart, Jonathan.
Yeah.
I was
Well, maybe just give
thinking
the
all
point
these-
totals that, and then we can move on to the next thing.
Yeah, sorry. I
Just be like, she gets 10. No reason, no explanation.
yeah.
No.
Her eyes.
It's the wrong slant. I realized afterwards.
Yeah. No, it's all good. You committed though. It was good. She's like, I'm not in an attitude today.
Tammy's tired.
Today's the
some
day.
coffee.
Yeah,
Tammy
Tammy's
needs a
tired
coffee.
for that attitude.
Tammy be tired.
At Brewster's Roost.
Bruce will probably kick her out for having that attitude that Jonathon hates. She probably calls him highway, and he's like, "Get out."
Yeah.
No
Now, Bruce
pigeon
is
milk in
chill.
this coffee.
Actually, that fringe is really accurate. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
So is her fringe and that jacket is pretty close.
It's a
as well.
great drawing.
It's solid.
You've done it very solid.
Yeah, it's a solid drawing.
What about it?
I love all these drawings. I'm not gonna lie. Do you accept your feedback? I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Easy. Let's go on.
Gucci.
Moving on.
Okay, so we'll get to that second one in a minute.
Beautiful.
Okay, so going back to our dreams,
Ah,
where
yes.
hopefully I do not wake up to see any of the ones that we just tried to kick off our island there. So, you can learn to control dreams through a technique called lucid dreaming.
So bizarre.
Indeed.
So, I know one of you has already confirmed this, but do any of you have this technique of lucid
I
dreaming? Or
wish.
do you know what it is?
Every
don't
time
really
I
know.
try to do it, I accidentally wake myself up by being aware that I'm dreaming.
Damn, sucks to
Oh,
be
yes.
you.
Oh.
Elliot? As
Well,
the,
at least I can imagine an
in the
apple.
room.
Damn, that was a low
Ooh.
burn.
I love these roasts.
That's
Those
good.
are
Low-hanging
solid
fruit.
burns.
A low-hanging fruit burn.
Oh,
no.
Is it an apple?
low-hanging fruit. That's good.
I'm appreciating this.
Popping off, y'all.
Elliot?
Yes.
As being the apple master. No. Would you like to talk about a little bit of lucid dreaming?
Yeah.
Because I know, did you say that you could do
Yeah,
this?
so there was a solid time when I was in like middle school, high school kind of time, so young Elliot, where I was really invested in the idea of lucid dreaming because I just thought it was kind of neat and was like, well, part of the reason I must admit was because I was like, well, that will give me more time to like do things in dreams. I can like practice repertoire or like study whilst I'm sleeping because what's the point? Like there's not enough
Oh my
hours in the day.
God.
So I would like
I relate
spend
to
I
this
spent
energy.
like months on ends researching on this stuff and just being like what's a tactic to work, and I would like during the day like do things in particular because there was like certain things that you could do, like making sure that you've got the right number of fingers on your hands and being able to feel when you're like tapping them. So you would like count your fingers on your hand daily, or you would write like A and B on your hands because like when you look in your dream, your lettering isn't normal. Like writing doesn't exist in the same way that it does when you're awake because your mind can't put it together in the same kind of way. It's less important as an image, or like even numbers on like your alarm clock normally aren't actual numbers, like they look odd. So it's like small things like that that are just slightly different from reality that you look for. So you do those things where you check your alarm clock more often, or like your watch, or you look at your hands and like, or like certain letters, and you use these as like triggers to get over this hurdle so that you become aware that you're dreaming basically, and then can take control of it. So very cool stuff.
So cool.
Yeah. It took
Damn.
a very long time. Wow.
Wow.
Hold on.
It sounds like a superpower, and if you could harness that.
Yeah, like
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
I was super big. I was the kid who was super big into Inception as well during that time. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was like dream within dream kind of
Yep.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
so like it was a whole like interesting kind of notion to me to be able to get into that space. And what does that mean? Why can't we utilize that time when we've got it? And like just the ability to, yeah, as you say, like have that kind of superpower-ish nature, just to be like, okay, now I'm dreaming. Let's just go for a fly. Let's go see things. And like,
Yeah.
it's almost like I remember talking to like my pop about it sometimes, and he talked about like the idea that some people could just like almost astral project, like not literally, because like I don't quite believe in that kind of stuff, but like within a dream you can just like go to Paris or whatever, and like if you have a good enough idea of what Paris looks like in your like you could technically go there. Like there have been cases apparently of people who have
That's
been able
wild.
to like look up Google Maps, like get an idea of how Paris goes, sleep, and then go there in their dream, but then like years later go to Paris and know where everything is because they've already walked through those streets exactly in their dreams, which is like buck wild.
Whoa.
But
That
yeah,
is
so
insane.
correct. It is absolutely whack. But I clearly had way too much time on my hands, and I cannot do it anymore on a whim. I used to be able to just do it like whenever, but now I'm like, not too much of it, because you got to keep up with all those like small habits and stuff to be able to like be aware, and I don't have time for that or energy or care So that's my fun fact about lucid dreaming.
I have a question about your lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
Do you wake up tired?
No. Well, okay, I take it back.
Okay.
Yes, but not because of the lucid dreaming part. Like, I was just always tired because I was a high schooler who lived off coffee and high school. So, I mean, I don't think there is a teenager who isn't tired in the world, but I was not tired due to the lucid dreaming.
Okay.
Okay, because I was just wondering, because, like, I feel like your mind working, it seems like it's working a lot more than it would for, like, just say a simple dream where you don't do anything.
Yeah,
you just
I know
kind of,
what you
like,
mean.
let yourself be taken by the dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like, for me, I was like, well, would you be tired because your brain's
Working
overworking?
more,
Which is very interesting because, like,
Well, if I may.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so I've read somewhere that apparently a lot of the dreams happen in the last 3 minutes before you wake up, and your brain can perceive those dreams in, different speeds. So what feels like a long time in the dream may not actually be that long in reality.
Yes.
So that's probably why you're not that tired.
For sure, because
So you do all of that lucid dreaming in like 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, typically with actual
that's very
dreaming,
interesting.
you have, I think it was on average 7 dreams a night, 5 to 7 dreams a night, because you only dream
Yeah,
when you're
I've heard of
in
that.
REM sleep. And the way that sleep works is there's a different like the whole cycles, so you dip in and out of it consistently. So you often have 7 dreams. You probably only remember 2 or 3 every night, if any. And that's why, like, sometimes they will merge together and you'll be like, how did I suddenly end up there? And with all these completely new people, and it's
Yes.
that is why. It is a new dream. So you only really are able to do it for one, typically, a night, and it won't last forever, like 100%.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I guess it's also possible that you have multiple, like you say, like dipping in and out these 7 dreams, and each dream is just very short. But each time you have a lucid dream, it's just
Yes.
at some point in the night, one of
Yes.
those dreams, you may go into a bit of like your brain may extrapolate that time and perceive it longer than it actually is.
100%.
Well, I've borrowed my sister's smartwatch and I've been tracking my sleep, which is very interesting. And I've noticed that I get a lot of the time I am technically asleep. It's REM, which is rapid eye movement. And according to science,
The Googles.
that dreams happen in the REM stage of sleep patterns,
Indeed.
which also, like, makes me wonder, like, brain, can't you remember anything? Because I don't remember dreaming most nights.
Yes. No.
Which is
It's-
very interesting. And then my brain's like, no, we had adventures. I was like, okay, great, what were they? No.
Who knows? There's,
It's great.
there's also, like,
Do
a
you
whole thing
find
about...
that...
What do you find?
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say, do you find that you'll go about your day and then, like, maybe at, like, 4 or 5 p.m., I don't know, for example, someone will do or say something and it'll trigger something key about the dream you had that morning, and then you
Yes.
suddenly remember it? Okay, interesting, not just me. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I can predict the future and it terrifies me. And then my mom's like, you cannot predict the future, Hanae. And I'm like, but what? This was me as like 5. I can predict the future, Mum. I saw this happen in a dream. And she's like, that's called deja vu. I'm like, no, it's not. So, like, little me thought I was special. But it's amazing what the mind does to yourself. It's almost like there's like the lying part of your mind that's like, let's just cover this up and we'll kind of like, surprise, you remember now.
Yes.
But not completely. And I hate that so much.
One of the interesting things for me for sleep, and specifically with lucid dreaming, is the way that it's like kind of shifted in our culture, if that makes any sense.
Oh.
If you were really into TikTok, like, 3-4 months ago, maybe a bit longer than that, actually, there was like,
Absolutely, I was.
there was a whole craze of like people on TikTok doing like shifting. Do y'all remember the shifting thing?
I remember
No,
that, and
I mean,
I still don't
I don't know
understand
what
it
this
to
is.
this
Adrian,
day.
Adrian,
I don't know what this is.
Do you know what it
Adrian,
is?
do you have
No,
any
I
idea
think
what
I'm
I'm
on a
talking
different
about?
side of TikTok.
Yes, no.
What?
See,
No, I
didn't
remember
see it.
seeing this, but I never understood
I
it.
didn't see it through TikTok because I was not on that side of TikTok, but I saw it through YouTube videos of commentary looking at TikTok and being like, what is this weird side of TikTok? And basically, what shifting is, there was a whole TikTok trend surrounding the idea of kids, like teenagers, basically trying to basically lucid dream, but calling it shifting because they believed that it was going to a different plane of existence and like living out their lives, usually just to go to Hogwarts. And that was like...
See, that's exciting, and here I was stuck on berries and cream TikTok.
Berries and cream TikTok
My
is iconic.
goodness.
Adrian's like, where has this been?
Literally.
The feed it gives all of us is so random, honestly.
No matter what I did or clicked on or commented on, I couldn't escape the little lad.
Oh, literally mood.
He haunts you. He's gonna appear in your dream later.
He will.
Berries and cream.
Him and the
berries
bunny
cream.
from Animal Crossing.
Oh my gosh.
At the same time. No. The bunny from the Animal Crossing will take off its mask and it'll be the little lad.
Oh
going,
my
"Berries
god,
and cream."
stop!
Sorry. I shouldn't have had 2 coffees
no.
today either.
Now what's
Oh
like?
no, I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it.
I'm sorry.
never sleeping
Adrian.
again.
What
That's
a
the way that
noob.
we end today. It's just like, what have we learned today? Never to fall asleep ever again.
Yeah, I appreciate that fun hot tip. It was like sleeping. Don't recommend it. You
10
know,
out-
don't need
10 out
it.
of 10, don't
need
recommend.
it.
We are scientists.
Okay,
Oh,
we're
fantastic.
gonna jump.
Jump, jump, jump.
We're going to go from one segment to another. So we're going to do 2 segments.
Adorable.
Ooh, back to back.
We're going to start with Jonathon's favorite because he started it, which is very still wholesome, and I love it. Little big wins of this week.
Yes.
Adrian, do you know how this works?
I do.
Oh,
Fantastic.
he's studied, he's ready,
He's
and
studied, he's ready.
prepared.
Does he get a point?
Yeah, of course he gets a point. Jonathan, you can get a point for asking if
Hey.
Adrian wants a point.
I like hotcakes.
Yeah, just don't throw them back, otherwise you're not getting them back. Okay, Adrian, would you like to go first?
Sure thing. So my little big win for the week is that we are currently playing a Hindemith Sinfonia, I think, or something, in the program that we are playing on the weekend. And I had very, very awkwardly misunderstood the tempo of the first movement. I thought it was much quicker than it ended up being. So I practiced it so hard all week because there's this really awkward passage at the end for Violin 1. And then we got to the first rehearsal and it's like a third of the tempo that I'd done it at. And I was like, okay, this is fine. Yeah. So I was like, you know, what am I even doing? Here I can just relax at this speed. It's a win. It's a little win, but it's a win.
It's a win.
Yeah, you
It's a
get
win.
a point for being accidentally overprepared.
That's my brand.
Like, iconic. I'm so glad it. Imagine the heartbreak if you found out it was even faster.
If it was the
That would've been
opposite, I
horrible.
would. Oh my gosh.
Little
passed
big
away on the
loss.
spot.
I think I would have left. I would have cried and then left.
A new segment, little big losses. Fantastic.
Jonathan,
Hello.
would you like to go next?
Yes, I would like to.
Hello.
Yes.
I love that you're all saying hello to me. You all get a point for saying hello. It's very wholesome.
My
Hannah, you get a point. Actually, no, Hannah doesn't get a point. She's not saying hello to me.
oh, Hannah.
So rude.
Yes, so my little big win. My little big win was since the last time we recorded, the last episode.
Was this the failed attempt or the actual attempt?
Yeah, this at this point it's almost 2 weeks ago now. I've had a bunch of little wins because I got to meet up with a couple of people. So first, I'd like to give a bit of a shout out to some lovely friends that we may know, Carl and Esther. I got to have I had a little just a video call meet up with them, just like just to catch up with them and have a nice chat, and it ended up being really wholesome, really sweet, and it was a very long conversation into the night. It was very entertaining and touched up on a lot of interesting topics. It almost became a little bit of like an episode of its own because Carl and Esther both listened to the show. Thank you guys for listening, and it's very sweet and wholesome to hear about. Their thoughts it really did make my day. Well, it was late in the night, but so I was quite happy to hear afterwards, how much they'd enjoyed it, and to know that people, to hear from people directly, like that, like this little thing that we'd made is actually bringing some positivity was really nice. So thank you guys. And then after that, there was on Monday, the Monday after that, there was a impromptu photo shoot, a fun thing I did with Hanae, where we were just like mucking around with this camera that I bought,
yeah, that's right.
and we're just like going around the uni campus trying to figure out how to be photogenic.
Yeah, not take photos. How to be photogenic.
Just how to, yeah. I don't know. We'll see if we end up posting some of those fun results. And then because it was a little while, I then got to meet up with a high school friend that I hadn't seen for like a few months, and it was bizarre to both of us because we were like, wait, it's been 2 months since the last time I saw you. And it's like this is insane. Both of us had like separately thought it was only a few weeks. And then when we actually met up, we were like, wait, hold on, when did I actually last see you? And I was like going through my journal, I was like, oh my goodness, it was like 2 months to the day.
Oh my gosh,
it's like, where did time go? But there you go, yeah. So those are my little wins, little or big wins.
Right, you got
Those are very fun
3
wins.
points for
Ooh.
3 different little big wins.
Yeah.
Elliot, anything to report?
Yeah, I had a little bit of a win this week. It was a bit of a loss at the same time. I think it's a bit of a divided win-loss, as I tend to do those sorts of situations. Anyway, the win for me was that I finally got back into painting again, which is something that I haven't done for a very, very long time, and something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but just have not had the time or energy to be able to return to. And so recently I have whipped out my paints, all millions and millions and millions of them. I have multiple paints and so many brushes, it is actually ridiculous, and have taken over the kitchen to do a little painting. My housemate actually found another easel that she owned and a whole bunch of paintbrushes that she owned and a whole palette that she owned. And I was like, now I have even more things to use. I already have all of those things, and now I have them twice, or like 3 times over. It's quite intense. But yeah, so that's been a bit of a win to kind of return to that side and kind of be like, oh, no, I can still do this despite the fact that I have not done this in literally so long. And the reason that it's still a loss is because I use paints badly. Anyone who paints might know the struggles of trying to find the correct colors, and I don't like to use tube colors and be like, I want to use this exact color. I like mixing myself, which means that I have to clean my palettes literally every 5 minutes because I find the correct color. It's so little. I've done such a mess on the palette that I have to clean it off to restart and go again, and it is the most time-consuming thing that I can imagine, and so thus is a little bit of a loss, but overall a fun win. And that's
really
my story.
nice. Yeah.
And that's it. That was it.
Very good. Thank you for sharing.
I very appreciated that story. You get 2 points for a solid story.
Thank you. I appreciate
Wow,
it.
Silence. I was like, did everyone just leave me or something? I was like, oh, then I guess I'll take everyone's points. Oh,
no
what
more
a shame.
hellos, only goodbyes for Hanae.
Goodbye.
Yeah, no, it's just silent.
Goodbye.
Left on red.
Sad segment.
What a
did
sad
you have
segment.
Hanae, what is your little big win?
Got a really good mark on my assignment, which I was really happy
Nice.
for.
Hey.
I handed it in late by a few hours, but I still got a solid HD. It was like,
Nice.
oh, look at that.
This is a good kush.
Haven't seen you in a while. It's been so
Amazing.
long, my love. I have a little big loss. One of my lecturers, they keep calling me Hannah, and every time they call me Hannah, I'm a bit too stunned. The woman was too shocked to answer to correct them, and I'm still yet to correct them, even though they kind of should know at this point what my actual name is. A solid sad note. I
Very
reckon.
sad.
Like that person gets a minus point.
That person gets minus points, but for being Hanae, I believe that you should accumulate with Hannah's points and join together as a force.
Band together. Yeah, band together.
Okay, Hannah, you are just sharing points. I'm going to put your name next to mine with sharing 2 because I lost one. That was my fault. You don't take any of that blame. That was all me.
Wonderful.
So, are you ready for our next game segment? So, get your switches out.
Oh, okay. Give me a hot second.
Hello.
Okay.
We are doing a label or label
Ah,
fashion show.
a challenge?
Challenge. We are indeed.
Challenge de la label.
Ava's is this closed?
Haha.
We have to dive into your storage.
My storage is so
You
strong.
do indeed.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. Yeah.
My storage is spilling out all over the island. It's horrendous. I have clothes everywhere.
I have nothing but fashion.
It's like my room. I'm not normally a mess. I just sometimes become a mess. Sprout. I have fashion on the floor. I just pick it up later. It takes me a while.
I'm so excited that you
you're
guys are
all
going
on
to peek
Animal
the
Crossing.
bathroom that I'm going to get changed in.
I was like, what did
And then you're like, oh, Animal
You're like,
Crossing.
and
not
also
in
the
real
Animal
life.
Crossing
Yeah.
character.
I... Adrian's like, I did it. I fooled them. What an icon.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I booted this up. I'm actually so excited. I have wanted to play Animal Crossing for so long, but I've been way too busy. I'm going to have like the worst hairstyle at the moment. It's going to be like all frizzy and stuff because I haven't been on it in like 8 months.
They actually correct. Your own character puts it back shape
Oh,
now. You
iconic.
don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows what kind of
it
hairstyle I
does
will
auto-
have.
automatically.
There's a cockroach
That's my
in my
thing.
house.
Who knows what kind of hairstyle I'll actually have in Animal Crossing, considering how often I change it.
Ooh, is it the soccer?
Will it be the soccer? Will it be the
hairstyle?
pink?
Are we talking about the last recent one? Like the last
Yeah,
one you
but-
left it on?
The last haircut that I had on Animal Crossing. What's our guess?
Bald.
No, it's actually kind of similar to what I've got now.
An afro.
And I'm also looking.
Mood.
Oh, it's got hair. I'm gonna go with cockroach. Not cockroach. Not
Where
that.
the cockroach?
My hair is still orange in Animal Crossing.
Oh,
I'm still orange.
nice. Didn't think of that one. Okay, let me know when you're at your wardrobes.
All right, I'll be there soon.
Alright, I'm at the wardrobe and all my clothes are off.
Adrian's like, I'm ready and I'm done.
I'm ready.
finished."
Yeah, just like ready to assemble
You guys
some
ready?
fashion.
So,
No,
your,
I'm definitely not. Oh my
fashion
gosh, hold
show
on. I'm not there yet. Oh my gosh. No, slow down.
we go.
Hanae, I'm running. I need to change my hairstyle. Hanae.
Okay, we'll give Elliot a little bit more longer because I'm feeling generous tonight.
You know, true style waits for no one, Elliot.
Oh, Adrian gets a point for the.
Ooh, I like
Actually, Adrian, that's what
I'm
dumb
enjoying.
people say. Like, I don't have a good comeback.
Wow.
I don't have a good
Elliot.
comeback. I
That
tried real
I
hard.
was expecting- you
that
know-
was lukewarm.
You've been
Lukewarm,
really,
Elliot.
like,
That was lukewarm like your coffee.
That's fair.
I know, consistently you've been doing so well with comebacks and birds up until right now.
That was just not it. I'm so sorry.
that was a little bit of a hit and a
That
miss.
was awareness, a point.
All my
Like,
clothing
if you
is.
tried to sell that comeback to Timmy and Tommy, it would be $300.
It would be less than. It would be the
I
trash.
love this.
Oh my goodness.
Great.
It'd be one of those items that are like, we can't take that.
Yes.
Your genre of clothes is vacation style.
Oh.
Oh
You
yeah.
have a minute and 20 seconds starting in 3, 2, 1. Your time is up.
Wonderful.
Done. Okay.
Okay, send for your
All right. So how are we
photos.
doing? We're taking pictures. Yeah.
Maybe we should take a photo of the back and the front of our
Oh,
villager.
yes.
Correct.
Do that.
Oh yes.
Look
yeah.
at Adrian. Adrian, you get a point for being so photo aware. Okay, so while Elliot's sending for his photo, I'm going to take a hot little detour. We're going to talk about nightmares.
Nightmares.
Do you guys still experience nightmares?
Absolutely, all the time. Most of my dreams are nightmares.
Is that because of the lack of smell? Sorry.
Maybe.
Your nose
I mean,
is so traumatized it can't handle it.
it's like no. I don't know. Man.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I
But a
couldn't
lot of the
resist.
times, yeah.
I'm terrible. I'm so horrible tonight.
My nose knows. I don't know.
The nose knows many
My
things.
nose knows. My nose is a knower of many things. Yeah.
I haven't had this nightmare for a while, but I had it as a reoccurring nightmare throughout my childhood. So it starts off with me going to a shopping mall with my family, and we go through the entrance of a shopping mall. After you go through the sliding doors, the way to get into the shopping mall is that you have to climb a lot of unsteady blocks that you would find in gymnastics that are soft. You have to climb like a lot of these to get into the shopping
Yep.
mall. I could never get through this. It took me what felt like hours, and my family always left me.
Unfortunately.
I would like turn around, and I was alone. I was like, "Where did you go?" And they're like, "At the top." And they're like, "We're going in. We'll see you in a minute." I'm like, I can't get up. I can't climb. So abandoned as a child. I think I blink, and I'm somehow in the shopping mall because I never actually get over this object. I just somehow end up in the shopping mall trying to find my family, and it always ends in the same way. I'm running for my life. And I know, I never seen it, but I know there's a giant purple fluffy monster chasing me.
Oh my gosh.
Oof.
That is so specific.
It's like, yeah, specifically purple.
Right? Like hairy fluffy.
But
like
you've never seen
it's
it, but
huge
you know.
as well.
Yeah.
Monstrously huge. I've never seen it, but I know it's chasing me.
And you-
And just before it
Oh my
gets me, I
gosh.
wake up like panicking.
oh my goodness. Traumatic.
What are your
Oh,
thoughts on this? Because I like what?
Yeah, look, that's. But like,
Blink. Wait.
Hey, thank
Totally
you.
wasn't late. You're welcome. I don't understand it. Like, there's a fun fact that I'll give you a little bit of context to. So, Around the Twist is a beloved Australian
We love Around the Twist.
sitcom that we all have been probably traumatized by. There's an episode where there's a fluff monster.
Oh my goodness.
After watching that episode, I actually created a phobia of fluff.
That's
Oh.
chaos.
And I think that's why there's a purple fluffy monster chasing me.
Ah.
But it's not that type of fluff. It's a different fluff. if that makes sense.
Because Dimitri's really fluffy.
Yeah, so I was scared of the dirt fluff. So stuff you'd find underneath beds or like cabinets that you have not moved in years. That type of fluff. Because it's gross and gritty. It still feels awful.
Yeah.
That's what I actually feared, though. I would actually run away screaming like as a kid. And that's probably why there was a fluffy monster, but this was a different type of fluff because it was a hairy fluff. But very bright purple. But I never saw it. And it was huge. I'm like, what is going on with my brain? I had this nightmare so often that I was like, here we go again. And I did everything.
I can top you on weird childhood scary nightmares.
Oh,
no explanation, but let's top it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Go for it. I would love to hear it.
I used to have a recurring nightmare. Okay.
Yes.
How do I begin this? Toy Story 2.
So excited.
Oh, no.
Yes, so that's where we begin. We begin in Toy Story 2. And Toy Story 1, I should say. Both of those do have an influence on this stream in this horrifying setting. But Toy Story 2 specifically, do we all remember that scene?
Toy Story is slightly cursed, yeah.
Buzz Lightyear walks into the toy store and sees 1,000,001 Buzz Lightyears.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god,
You know
the best,
that?
sorry to interrupt, the best part of like that little bit is Tour Guide Barbie.
Oh my gosh, you're not wrong.
Tour Guide Barbie. I love her so much.
Barbie just
love
stole the
Tour Guide
whole
Barbie.
franchise.
All your arms inside the vehicle at all times.
So good.
They did not make enough product to meet demand.
Jonathan and Adrian get a point for referencing
We do love
Toy
Tour
Story.
Guide Barbie.
The Barbie impression.
Yeah, you both get a point.
So yes, Tour Guide Barbie. But that scene of like him walking in and seeing like 1,000,001 of him is like the starting point. So the dream exists where in fact at some points I am both Woody and friends with Woody at the same time because dreams are weird.
Multiple acting skills.
Yep.
Yes, multiple acting skills. And Buzz Lightyear has been working with oh gosh, I Am Your Father Man. Purple, not Vader. What's his name?
Zurg.
Oh yeah.
Zurg.
Zeta? Zurg?
Zurg.
Zeta, definitely.
Zurg. He's been working with Zurg and the Green Aliens, and they have been catching random like toys and turning them into Buzz Lightyear. And so the entire nightmare is just like this intense surgery of like trying to escape. It was like a takedown of like Woody and I / just me as Woody. Very weird situation. But like trying to take down Buzz Lightyear, like all the evil buzzers, and like save our Buzz from all the evil buzzers, turning him into a normal Buzz. But then we all got caught by the evil buzzers and then like just had the most intense toy surgery of all being turned into Buzz Lightyear. And it was like graphic with like Toy Story 1 style where it's like, you know, they're tearing apart all the toys and making them horrific, but like it's all just to become Buzz, but like with literal organs and stuff instead of just like toy parts, like horrifying. So that was my horrific childhood nightmare that was reoccurring and would happen like once every month or so.
That is terrifying.
That's fun.
So what does that say about me, huh?
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome for that image. I told you that I could top yours.
Well, I didn't doubt it, but I was curious to see how. That was Adrian, can you top or like do you have a reoccurring nightmare to share?
Unfortunately, I'm really boring. I don't seem to have nightmares all that often. Although
must be nice.
Yeah. Sorry,
that was so
sorry.
No.
Be nice.
It must be nice.
It does
must be nice.
I wouldn't classify this as a nightmare, but it actually kind of circles back to one of the earlier questions about like you mentioned something earlier about the meaning of dreams or something, or like why you think we have dreams.
Yeah.
I think it was like more along the lines of why we have dreams. And so yeah, I wouldn't classify this as a nightmare, but every now and then I will have a dream that someone in my immediate household has died. And I am just like overcome with grief and I like am crying in the dream and it's just awful. But it feels really, really real and vivid. And I think it might be interesting in the way that dreams can potentially help regulate our emotions when we're like, if I'm like tightly wound from, you know, just like what I do and it's stressful, but I'm like, you know, living day by day and my schedule's hectic and there just isn't time to like sit down and properly just like breathe and stuff. I think maybe dreams can kind of like factor that in and do what they can to sort of like dissipate some of those feelings of being tightly wound and angsty. And conversely, the other way, if you're in a good mood, then I guess dreams can enhance that.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Well,
yeah, it can be
love
quite cathartic in a way.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Like, because I'm like a pretty fortunate person. I don't tend to cry often, but it's just like that really intense emotional release is just like I just wake up feeling like I've run a marathon. Yeah. It's like my body needs it in some way, but it has to kind of artificially create it.
It has to get it somehow, so there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I have read that we have more negative dreams than positive dreams, which is quite interesting.
Damn.
I think that's from a survival standpoint. So it's the fight or flight instinct, so we react to things that may cause us harm more, and so our brain is geared towards noticing those things and being alert to those. So it's possible that we just notice more of the bad dreams, or constantly we have bad dreams because it is taking in the information from the day and going like, oh, that's a potential danger, be careful of that, that's scary, you know. That's my hot take.
Fantastic.
Lovely hot take.
It's the hottest of all the takes.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Before I go through the Animal Crossing points and deliver the final points, Jonathan,
yes, hello.
would you like to share a fun fact about coffee?
Oh, do I? Yes. Once
excitement.
again, we've returned to our favorite website, well, my favorite website, 21 Surprising Coffee Facts that will perk up your afternoon. Hello, let's go.
Wait, before you continue, no one look this up because you only can receive this information through Jonathan. Do not Google this.
So which one?
Okay.
This was not a threat. It was a friendly message.
Yes, so number 12 on the list. Number 12, coffee drinkers tend to live longer. Research has linking moderate consumptions, about 3 or 4 cups per day, with a longer lifespan, plus a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and Parkinson's, according to the Harvard Health Publishing. I almost made it through that without stumbling.
How is 3? How is 3 or 4 moderate?
Don't know.
I think according to Adrian, taking them all at once is a bad idea.
Yes.
So I trust Adrian's scientific experiment. Animal Crossing, because it brings us joy, even though Tom Nook steals all our money, so I can't ever upgrade my house.
We love Tom Nook.
We do not.
We do. We do.
You get a point.
I will not stand for Tom Nook slander.
I am taking off.
I will not stand for Tom Nook slander.
You take your.
I don't care. I won't stand for Tom Nook slander. If
Okay.
that's what it takes in this oppressive society to stand for Tom Nook, then that's what I will do.
I'm not continuing this. Jonathan.
Hello.
The Grey Pat returns. I appreciate the sunnies.
It never left.
I know it didn't leave.
The Grey Pat has never left.
I'm going to give you...
It never left my head.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a point for those shoes choices and the sock choices. Very solid.
Yes.
I just personally don't like the flame shirt. I don't know why. It's just not giving me holiday vibes.
Yeah. I don't have a Hawaiian shirt or anything, so I was like, this is the most...
Summer, sun, fire.
It's giving Guy Fieri.
Yeah. This was the most fun shirt that I had. Everything else, like my literal actual wardrobe, was like button up and cardigan. I'm not even kidding.
So unsurprising.
I was like, this is the funnest shirt that I have in Animal Crossing.
And you get 3 points for that cute little panda on the back. He's hanging on for all dear life.
Yeah, the panda. Yeah.
Very
panda
nice.
Backpack.
It's so cute. Adrian, you got a next. You already got a point for your gyros and buffs. So I don't know why it brings me joy. I do know why. It brings me joy.
It's so cute.
I love the pineapple hat.
It's giving Tropicana getaway.
I love the pineapple hat.
It really does.
Oh my gosh, you have a Hawaiian shirt and Hawaiian shorts.
And they're clashing.
You get it. 2 points for the clash.
As is holiday tradition.
And you get a point for those awesome double strapped sandals. Very nice.
Thank you. We love a Birkenstock on vacation.
We love a Birkenstock. We love a Birkenstock queen.
I love the clash. It's hilarious. I was like zooming in to get a better look at this. And last but not least, we've got Elliot. He's taking a selfie on his phone because he is feeling
I am indeed
good about his outfit.
He's even wearing a mask.
Yeah, COVID safe.
Taking a selfie because COVID safe.
COVID
taking
safe.
a selfie because you're on holiday, so of course you're going to take photos.
Pineapple shirt and what I reckon flower shorts, but I'm going to say they're peach shorts.
They are Hawaiian shorts, but yes.
You get 2 points for that combo. Are those sandals? I see.
They are sandals.
They're straps. They're Jonathan almost types of strap sandals.
Oh no! If you go to the second picture, they're not striped. They're What is that?
No, straps.
Oh, strap.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like the sandals I wear
They're
in real
yours.
life. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh my
for
goodness.
that,
They're dad
you
shoes.
and Jonathan get a point. And I'm going to give you... No, that's it.
That's it?
I'm happy
Even
with
with the cowboy hat? Come on. Have you ever seen an Australian go on vacation
That's a
without
good
a cowboy hat?
You know what?
Oh my gosh, the hat is good.
2
though.
points for the cowboy hat and
I
the
want that
solid
hat.
reasoning behind it.
I want the hat. We love a hat. I know.
So, any last thoughts about dreams before I tally up all the points? And don't look at the point system yet. I want to give that a surprise. So scroll away, you two.
Okay. Yep.
Please.
I'm on it.
Well,
Okay.
And
I have one final
I
thought.
want to... Oh, okay. Well, you give us your final thought, please.
Okay, my final thought on the topic of dreams is the age-old question, what are dreams made of? And I think you'll find the answer in Rome if you're Lizzie McGuire.
Oh. Wait, is that a
Please.
plug for a show?
No, please tell me you guys have heard the song What Dreams Are Made Of from the Lizzie McGuire movie soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, of course. What the are you on about?
Good. Jonathan hasn't.
I have not, but
Jonathan
also
doesn't
it's
know
well
music.
documented on this show. On the show? Is it
Everywhere.
documented on this show? I can't remember. And I know Hanae and Elliot both know personally that if there's any sort of pop culture reference that you can name that isn't Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, you can just automatically assume I don't know it.
Okay.
Elliot, you get a point for knowing the reference.
Thank you.
Just chatting that out. Well, I'm still telling
Well,
you.
Take
I'd
this
like
as a
to point-
personal sign to Lizzie McGuire yourself, Jonathan. It's just...
Absolutely.
He's got a lot of
I
like
think it is time.
binge watching to do on a multiple
Yeah.
shows.
Oh, there's so many things, so much content out that I need to consume before I
Facts.
kick the bucket, so to speak.
Put it on your homework. Wait, that's going to go on Jonathan's homework list to look up Lizzie McGuire in Rome. I do believe it was. Jonathan, you
Check
have
back
homework.
in next week to find out if I ever listen to this.
Hanae, I would like
It's on
to
the show now.
I would like to invoke my card to transfer my points over to Adrian. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I'll put that in
goodness. Oh my
action.
gosh.
Just
So
give me a
much
minute.
chaos.
Thank you
And
so
I'll let you
much.
You're so welcome. See, yeah, I'm using my card purely because I want to hear Red Adrian's version.
So I'm going to transfer all those points over in a hot sec. Listen, I was like adding them up and now I forgot where I was.
I'm so sorry, but I'm not.
Any more hot takes on dreams or we're good to wrap that up?
No final thoughts from me other than thank you all so much for having me.
Oh, it was
Well,
absolute
thank you
pleasure.
for joining us.
Yeah.
Adrian, thank you for coming and joining us. It was
yes.
a pleasure to have you on board. I enjoyed roasting you continuously.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed being roasted. Lightly roasted like Curlos.
Like Curlos.
Evil Curlos.
Evil
That
oh.
can be another alt title, just Curlos.
Just Curlos.
No context,
Nice context.
whatsoever. Okay, so the score system is this. Last is Hanae and Hannah with a whopping 3 points. Oh,
Hey, nice.
solid right there. Coming in next, so we have Elliot using his card.
Yes.
So Elliot would have come in third. Just to let you know, you had 21 points, but now you have 0. So
Wonderful.
actually, no, you're coming in last.
So
then.
I'm coming last. Thank you very
That's
much.
okay. Jonathan?
Mm.
You tallied up a total of 26 points.
Mm.
Very good, very good. But, Adrian, would you like to guess how many you got?
Did I win anyway, regardless of Elliot transferring all his points to me?
Oh, you didn't actually.
Oh, tragic.
So if Elliot didn't transfer all his points, you had 24 in total. With Elliot's 21, you got 45. So would you like to
Amazing.
come back next week and host?
Oh my goodness.
If that's a genuine offer, like,
No, I am genuinely
Oh
offering.
my goodness.
oh my gosh,
The chaos.
And it will be a
I would
special.
genuinely love
Oh,
to.
The
That would be
chaos.
so much fun.
Amazing. We'll run
Incredible.
through the details
Absolutely
on
amazing.
how to prepare for a host. So,
My goodness. That's incredible.
this was a very fun episode. I am full of chaotic coffee energy.
I am so
I
ready.
am,
I'm so
very-
ready for next episode to hear some good old
I am too. I'm
Adrian's
very
version.
excited. Adrian,
Yeah, absolutely.
thank you again for joining us.
Who ordered
Thank you.
coffee?
I
Adrian's version.
cannot wait to have you get back so soon. Everyone else, thank you for playing such wonderful games. You did an amazing job. I loved the drawing skills and your vacation skills. And with that, I do believe it is the end of our episode. So thank you for tuning in and listening to a very long episode about dreams and where they come from, apparently in Rome. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
Yes.